Moving to Pakistan now, where more than 350 Shia Muslims have been killed. Hundreds more have been injured in bombings and targeted killings by Sunni extremists since the beginning of 2013. This campaign of brutality has sparked a national debate about why the government and security officials have failed time and again to prevent such attacks. Islamabad-based journalist Michelle Stockman talks to us about who's behind the violence and how both Sunni extremists behind the killings and Pakistanis protesting the violence are harnessing social media to get their message out.
Shia Muslims are a minority here in largely Sunni Pakistan, estimated to be between 15 to 20% of the population, and violence between the two sects is a phenomenon that's worsened in recent years. Shia rights groups claim that thousands, even tens of thousands, have been killed since the 1980s, and last year had the worst toll on record. Over 400 Shias were murdered in executions, bombings, and targeted killings across Pakistan. Especially hard-hit are Hazara Shias, an ethnic minority concentrated in Quetta, a city located in the rest of Balochistan province, bordering both Iran and Afghanistan. 2 bombings there this year have already killed more than 200 people. Many, like these Twitter users, say a dark chapter in human history is repeating itself here. This post read, "Words like genocide and pogrom were once confined to history books. Now it's here to stay. Shia genocide." A post on Facebook shows children's caskets with the caption, "Stop targeted killing of Hazara. Even Shia children aren't safe anymore. Their only fault is that they belonged to Shia families." Tweets accusing the extremist Sunni militant group Lashkar-e-Jhangvi, or LEJ, of the attacks have poured onto the internet. This one said, "It's not Shia versus Sunni. It's Shia Sunni versus LEJ." And this user asked, "How many days of mourning must a nation have before its leaders have the guts to arrest and disband LEJ?" LEJ has claimed responsibility for the blasts and are suspected in a 3rd bombing in Karachi. They consider Shia Muslims to be heretics. Back in 2011, the group sent an open letter, now posted on a Hazara activist blog, to the residents of Quetta, vowing to cleanse the country of Shias who would not convert. Part of it read, "All Shias are worth killing. We will rid Pakistan of this unclean people. Pakistan means land of the pure, and the Shias have no right to be here." 3 days after the January bombing in Quetta, LEJ sent out this tweet, inciting its followers to more violence. It read, "If the government doesn't end the reign of the Shias, then the Sunnis will have to chase them out. Ready yourselves for this task." It was apparently signed by Maliki Shah, the man widely believed to be LEJ's leader. LEJ has links to Al-Qaeda and the Taliban and is banned as a terrorist organization. Some Pakistani analysts believe the security establishment maintains links with extremist groups like LEJ as proxy forces against India and Afghanistan and against Shiite militias, and hesitates to crack down on them. It's an accusation military and intelligence officials deny. But public pressure, like these tweets, may have pushed authorities to arrest Maliki Shah following this February's bombing. Since 2011, he had roamed the country freely after his release from prison on other terrorism charges that couldn't be proved. This user references ideas from a local newspaper columnist who is not reassured by the government's moves to crack down on militants. Time for Shias to leave. It is better to be alive in exile than to be splattered on a wall in Pakistan. Shia genocide. Facing a weak government response and expectations that sectarian violence will worsen in the run-up to May's elections, many Shias are emigrating. For LinkAsia, this is Michelle Stockman from Islamabad.
Now on US airwaves, a global channel of uncompromising stories. World news, documentaries, entertainment, and culture. Link TV, connecting you to the world. For more information, visit linktv.org.